But Mr.
So
Piyush
he's
Goyal,
completely
Mr. Piyush
talking
Goyal, there has to
nonsense
be
on the
some
floor of the House.
responsibility that needs to be taken by the opposition as well. As far as the fundamentals of the economy are concerned, reform is something that the government has been extremely slow on.
Navika,
but added to the government's problems are the problems of the opposition. Legislations like the pension bill, the insurance bill, which should actually have come from you. They were started in the NDA regime, haven't seen the light of day. We are only seeing some sort of stalling activity as far as this is concerned by the BJP.
Navika,
so how do you expect the economy to go forward and actually instill confidence in the rupee and in investments in the country?
Navika, you are behaving as naive as the Honorable Finance Minister. Let me tell you what the reality is. What we left behind in the NDA, which is currently the opposition, was a strong, robust economy. In UPA 1, they did nothing. There was not a single reform. All through 5 years of UPA 1, they only benefited from what we had sowed, and the economic lag effect helped them pass through 5 years. In the UPA 2 also, if you go to see, there were 100 things to do. There were things to do in the power sector, in the road sector, infrastructure build out.
See, but
I've often talked to the government that out of the 100 steps that you can do,
round and round as we
Sanket, I'm answering.
Not answering the question.
Have some patience to listen.
Let's quickly.
Sanket.
I will react to this.
Mr.
Goyal will come back to you. Just introducing two more panelists that we have on our show.
Sanket,
we'll come back
finish.
to you. Just two more panelists that we have on our show.
Don't interrupt and answer. Sanket, don't interrupt and answer.
Okay,
let us finish the answer. You can talk after that, otherwise stop calling us. I am telling you the UPA 2 did nothing in terms of consensus building. They did focus only on multi-brand retail, for which they have got not a single rupee of FDI. Whereas they should have focused on internalizing reform. They should have given all the power sector clearances. They should have allowed coal block auctions, which should have given them $100 billion.
Good point.
Why aren't they doing
Mr.
all these
Goyal.
things?
Let's get the response from the Congress on that.
Navika and insurance. In 10 years, the only FDI that has come in is 7,900 crores. That's $1.2 billion. Is that the big ticket that is going to change the sentiment? What have they done about retrospective taxes? What have they done about SEZ? What have they done about supply side constraints?
We are opposing insurance bill.
They are diverting the issue and not focusing on the core issues.
Navika.
Dr. Mungekar, you have been charged as not focusing on the core issue. You've been quoting John Maynard Keynes. Keynes said that when there was a downturn in the economy, dig trenches and fill them. Is the government doing anything in terms of public investment? Is the government doing anything on creating jobs? The government is not doing anything on John Maynard Keynes' theory that you should have. Instead, what you're doing is doles after doles, food security bill, NREGA, which is only adding to the fiscal deficit. Dr. Mungekar.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. First of all, let me talk about ignorance of Piyush Goyal. It is absolutely ignorance of comparing Indian economy in 1947 in 2013 and 1 rupee is equal to $1 and gram of gold, etc., etc. It is absolutely ignorance. Second point, as you rightly mentioned, not a single pro-growth or pro-development bill, such as land acquisition and insurance regulation, they did not allow to function. I will tell you, the budget session of 2013, we worked only for 94 hours and 92 hours we disrupted. Entire December 11 session, 23 days, they were lost. They were not allowing to debate any policy, just obstruction. Now coming to the point, what you mentioned of John Keynes is absolutely, let me make you again one thing clear. Keynes talk about autonomous investment independent of rate of profit. And let me tell you, if government would have not invested in with these welfare measures, with some people like Mr. Surjit Bhalla, they are defining as scam, wastage of resources, then the unemployment issue would have been triggered off. Today, because of this unemployment guarantee scheme, nearly 200 to 250% days jobs are created. That is increasing the purchasing power of the people. And whatever measures you adopt, whatever cut-off point of poverty you adopt, The basic point is poverty between 2004-5 and 2011-12 has definitely declined independent of the lowest cutoff point. That's why the question is, if government Rajat totally misunderstood since 1991. 1 minute.
Mr. Mungekar,
no, one minute, just a minute. Just a minute. I want no 1 minute.
August 14, 2012, and much before that, Mr. Chidambaram has been assuring the Parliament, the people of this country, that this is a temporary phenomenon. The government has interfered. There will efforts be made on the part of the government. It's been close to a year, and over a year, that this sentiment is not changing. My point is the government fighting a losing battle? We'll come back to you, but just getting in two voices which we haven't introduced in the show. Mr. Derek O'Brien.
Yes, Dr. Mungekar, we'll come back to you, but Derek, let me get you in at this point.
Navika, I would like to respond.
You participated in that debate. Yes, Mr. Raja. Yes, Mr. Raja, I'll come to you, but let me get in the first comments from Derek O'Brien. Derek, you know, is it the investment sentiment? Is it the sentiment in the stock markets? Is it the sentiment in the economy? Is it the sentiment about the confidence of the rupee? What do you think is at the bottom of this reaction that's coming both by the markets and the rupee today?
Okay, Navika, I've been listening to the last 5 gentlemen very patiently, so give me a little time to make some points. The first point is, you mentioned whether it's stock market and this market or that market. I think there's one very important market which is more important than all these markets. Otherwise, we're getting into such a high-fundu technical economic discussion. That's an index which we call the API. And that is even more important than any Sensex. This is called the Aloo Piyaz Index. And this is where the Congress is living in total denial. Because if you look at the price of onions, and we can have another debate on how we can give you, on the floor of the House, we even gave the Congress-led UPA, minority UPA, some suggestions as to how to bring down the price of onions and how they can perhaps use the Bengal model to control the price of onions. Now this onion is a big issue, and onion has won the Congress seats in the past. This time it will be their doom. Dr. Mungekar, the well-known economist, I mean, you can imagine how far Congress are from reality. There's no use quoting economists now from 1936. It's now even the Congress MP in the Rajya Sabha, Manishankar Iyer, said, you know, the prices of onions have gone up because there's been hoarding. The housewife doesn't want to hear these explanations. I think the very interesting political point made after that by Dr. Surjit Bhalla, he made a very interesting point, and I want to ask the same question to Mr. Mungekar. The Congress party knows that in September, the Trinamool Congress walked out of government, threw back those ministries. The DMK walked out. Their numbers are down. And Mr. Bhalla raised a point. Why then are they going around flagging the bull? With what is this need for a food security bill now? What is the need for Telangana now? Congress party know they are down and out, and yet they are trying to unnecessarily do this kind of nonsense instead of focusing. We have lots of suggestions to offer, whether it comes to petroleum prices, whether it comes to fertilizer prices. What are the steps we asked the finance minister? What has he done for fertilizer prices? What has been done for stopping gold plating of fertilizers? Look at the petro prices. All these things. But if the Congress party believe they're going to be in total denial, we're not going to solve these problems. I want to give you some real figures of the last 12 months.
You will now need to sit in the opposition till the Congress is in power. Till the Congress is in power. I will, but let me get the answers that you've raised questions from Dr. Mungekar. You've raised all these questions. You'll have to sit in opposition till the
you
Congress
can ask the questions.
So
I have to give you 4 quick
Shall I respond to some of the issues?
But my question to Dr. Mungekar, the real question is that if the rupee falls at the rate it has been falling, the fact is that Aloo Piyaz Index, that's what Derek is talking about, that is already completely spiraling out of control as far as the government is concerned. But the next round of price revisions will be the petroleum prices. And Dr. Guruswamy, if I can get you in, I mean, where is the inflation? The inflation rates, the wholesale inflation price index is being showing something like 5.79. Do you believe in those numbers? We're sitting on yet another revision of petrol and diesel prices with the rupee falling at the rate it has. clearly, where is the government going wrong as far as managing the economy is concerned?
Navika, the problem
Navika, will you allow the left to explain its position?
That is the problem. You can't get a consensus.
I'll come back to you, Mr. Raja. Let's listen to Mr.
You
Mohan
can't get a
Guruswamy.
consensus in this country. You can't get politicians to think rationally and reasonably. They will use every chance to abuse each other. Today is a grave situation. Right? You've got a current account deficit which is out of control. You've got a rupee which is depreciating rapidly. You've got a stock market which tanked today. I mean, it went up 700 points the last 4 sessions, went down say 60 today, but still a bad sign to get a sudden drop like this. But are these people talking about it? They won't talk about it. They'll keep abusing each other. That's what happens in parliament. That's what happens in media. So you don't get a proper discourse in this country. You don't get any solutions to problems. Because if Derek O'Brien spoke about petrol prices, if the prices go up in the international market, then prices have to go up here, because already the oil companies lose 1.5 lakh crores a year on oil sales. You can't, and that is a form of subsidy.
Some old statistics.
Don't really to that argument.
Will they agree to a price increase? No. But the point is, he will score a point. He will say, give me petrol at 10 rupees a litre. You won't get it. It's not possible. You have to get a consensus on this. I'm surprised about Surjit. Surjit talks about Telangana. What has Telangana got to do with the economy? Nothing to do with the economy.
IBN.
But, you know, and
but the food security bill in some way has
the food security bill, yes, we have to look at it carefully. The amount of subsidy is out of control today. When this government came to power in 2009, 2004, the total subsidy as a part of the budget was 9%. It has gone up to 16% now. It's on a subsidy binge. Subsidy comes, and these are direct subsidies. There are indirect subsidies. Indirect subsidies are your fuel costs, your public sector losses, your power sector losses. You got to address all that. You can't have these kind of losses and not have this problem.
So simply put, Dr. Mungekar, we are living beyond our means. And therefore, the question to the Congress party is, just before the elections, is it wise for the country to go in for a food security bill when you can barely bear the cost of the earlier programs that you started? And that also has an impact
Navika,
on the sentiment of the economy.
Navika, will you allow me?
Mr. Raja, I'll come to you right after Dr. Mungekar.
Fully justify food security bill, irrespective of the cost. One minute. I fully justify and support food security bill to the last decimal point. For the very simple reason, according to me,
you will. You will, because it is a flagship program of the Congress president. So the Congress will support it.
Just wait. One. No, forget about that. Don't act
You are
like
duty bound to support.
Please wait.
But does the economics or the mathematics of it work out for the budget?
You asked me the question. Navika, you asked me the question of food. Navika, you asked me food security bill. Please listen my reply. Today we are spending around 75 to 80,000 rupees, crores of rupees. The food security bill cost will cost around 1,25,000 crores of rupees. It is nearly 40,000 crores of rupees. $1.8 trillion economy will not find very difficult to collect 40,000 crores of rupees more in order to implement food security bill. That's why, please, food security bill is most essential, and that let us not make politicize of that.
Then
and
it's
I
a
do not
farce
think
on
that
the
Congress
people.
is making that bill
Then
for
it's a farce,
the
Dr. Mungekar.
political
Are you
gain.
saying it is old wine in a new bottle?
This is the gimmick.
Are you saying it is old wine in a new bottle?
No, not at all.
It's not even wine, it's a gimmick.
No, we can debate about
It's a
it, but my
political
point
gimmick.
is, forget about Congress party. Don't bring Congress party and don't bring policy. As individual citizen, every citizen of this country is entitled as a matter of right to minimum food requirement as basic fundamental right, and for that, forget about Congress. I would have asked for Congress if they are not introduced. That's why I fully defend, and 30 to 40,000 crores of rupees more or additional revenue or expenditure is not absolutely difficult, and if it is difficult, government must make necessary arrangement for that. That is so far food security bill is concerned. Now, Mr. Derek has trivialized the debate by talking about his Aloo Payaj index. This is the index after Einstein he has prepared.
Yes,
The question is, what is, I don't justify aloo prices rise. But the question is in the entire total index.
No.
either
Dr.
consumption
Mongelekar,
index or
I'm
wholesale
glad you
index,
said this.
What is the weightage of aloo?
I'm glad you
My
said
question
this.
is within 10-15 days.
I'm
within-
glad you've said this.
No, no,
that it's
when
I've trivialized the debate.
In 10
I'm
to
glad you
15
said this,
days,
and I'll say it again.
No, absolutely, because no,
You talk about
my
peas,
only
I'll
point
talk about
is
aloo
within
piyaz.
next
That's the
15
difference between
days,
the Congress and
aloo
the rest.
prices will collapse to 10. Now just listen. Your aloo price index, just listen. Within next 15 days, you will get aloo prices 10 to 15 rupees kg. What is the farmers were doing? Mr. Sharad Pawar raised correct question. When aloo prices were 4 and 5 rupees kg and farmers were throwing away on the road, what was the reaction of Mr. Derek? They should sell free of charge. I do not
Dr.
justify
Mongelekar,
present
let me
rise
ask
of
you a
onion
very
prices.
simple
But
question.
when